Hi everybody, it's Meira. As you all know, I have been very, very worried about the situation in Israel. I have family there, and I'm worried about them. And I'm worried about our hostages. And I want everything to be okay. Lately, a quote has been popping into my head that I heard from TV personality Dr. Phil McGraw. I remember a lot of the things he said. He has a lot of wisdom. But this particular quote is coming into my head a lot. The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Now, I don't think he means that anybody is hopeless. I'm sure he would agree with me when I say that nobody is hopeless. Nobody is bound to repeat past behaviors. But if we want people to not repeat past behaviors, especially if those behaviors were harmful and dangerous, we can't just expect them not to. If they've done this before, we have to expect that they will do it again, unless those people have taken responsibility for their past behavior and they are getting whatever help they need to not repeat it. Right now, Israel is under a lot of pressure to accept a two-state solution. And all I can think is, no. I don't think Israel should be doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want peace. I do. But so does Israel. And a two-state solution has been offered so many times. It was offered as part of the 1947 UN partition plan. That's why it's called the partition plan. That area was supposed to be divided into a Jewish state and a Palestinian Arab state. The Jews, the Israelis, we accepted it. We accepted that partition plan. In fact, when David Ben-Gurion was declaring the state of Israel in 1948, he stated on behalf of Israelis that they were reaching out in friendship to the Arabs out there. It was the Arabs, though, who said, no, we don't want this. They said no, they started a war, and they lost. Whenever other things were done that they didn't like, whenever a two-state solution was proposed, they turned it down all the time. And they started wars in response. Always. And they lost. This past October, on October 7th, they came in and they perpetrated the greatest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. This wasn't even an ordinary act of war. They were attacking a music festival, and then they went to civilian neighborhoods where they raped women and beheaded babies and murdered people and took over 200 hostages. And right now, there are over 130 hostages still being held captive. And yet, we're expected to offer them a two-state solution? Do you really think that that's going to bring peace into the region when it never brought peace before? It was never accepted by the surrounding Arab nation. It was never accepted by the Palestinian Arabs. It was never accepted before. They always made war. They always made trouble. And they always lost. What makes you think that suddenly, if they're given a two-states, if they're given a state, if the two-state solution is given to them, that they'll even accept it, let alone make peace? I don't understand what makes you think that. I don't understand why anybody would think that. I certainly don't. I know better. And so do a lot of other people out there. So, I'm just saying, remember, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. The Arabs have been offered a two-state solution many times. They always said no, they made war, they lost. If you really want peace in the region, stop pushing for a two-state solution and just stand strong with Israel and support the Israelis in what they're doing now. What they're doing now is the right thing to do. As sad and tragic as it is necessary. To my 7 million family members in Eretz Yisrael, I stand with you, and so does my family. You are my family. And to our hostages, I don't know if you'll hear this, but know that we love you and we want you back.